Hi.
Michelle?
I'm Michelle.
How's it going, Michelle?
I've had better times.
Your ankle. Hurt your ankle?
I did. My son has a penchant for digging holes, and
no.
I was carrying
I
something.
was just gonna say, was it?
It wasn't that one. It was one out back.
It was a different one. Okay.
But yeah, I backed up into it, and
Right before summer too, eh?
yeah, it's,
Worst time ever.
it is.
So what's
Are you guys Are you guys using your body cameras?
Yes,
Awesome.
it's
I do have my phone as well.
absolutely
Sorry.
fine. Yeah.
what's been going on?
There's a whole long history that I'm not getting into because we're just going to deal with tonight. I was sitting here. My husband was over in that grassy area over there, as well as my son, and they were holding. My husband had our dog on the leash. When all of a sudden, my father, who we've asked not to,
He lives over here?
yeah,
Okay.
who we've asked not to be in contact with us, came up to the orange fencing, which is our property line. We've had people come out and survey it and put the steelies in because of the disagreements. And just yelled over, and if they come, I would like you to ask them not to come to listen to us, because they have a pension. They do that as well. Usually someone will come up to the property line as soon as anybody comes here, mainly the police, but I mean, it happens. He came over and started yelling, "What's wrong with you?" And my husband asked me to get the camera out. When he noticed, I got my phone going. We just asked him to leave. And that's really, he finally did, but there was also some screaming. In the end, there was don't worry. My husband goes, we should phone the police, we need to report it because we've had so much incidences, and we've been told by our doctor, who's now retired, but previous, that anytime anything happens, we're to report it because of our son. Yep. So the last thing that was said, well, I don't know if it was the last thing, because I get a little bit emotional and upset because it is still my family. Was don't sit back and relax. We've already called the police, the OPP, and Children's Services anyway. So, so just nastiness all the way around.
Yeah. Do you want us to have a conversation with them?
We do need them to. Part of the problem, and I can't speak to the whole conversation because I wasn't actually involved in it, but we did. Chelsea Pester, who is living over there right now, as far as we are aware, her car is there pretty much every day. She is part of Children's Services. We phoned Children's Services today and asked if she was. No. The door's locked. Yes, the door is locked. She's a rescue. She's a.
Take her on the deck.
Okay, don't. No. No. It's okay. Let her go.
Yeah,
Let her go. Let her
I
go.
got her, bud. I got her.
Are you okay?
She is a sweetheart.
She really is.
You really don't have anything to worry
But
about.
she's-
Are you the supervisor?
Definitely not.
You Holstrom?
Hey,
You're not the supervisor?
can you?
We'll have a supervisor working.
Okay, I'm gonna close the door. I'm not sure why we got here. Yes. I'm not supposed to be walking on this. Sorry.
Is that Jonathan?
That was my husband, and he will come out. We're spelling off for the dog.
Yeah, we don't have a supervisor working.
No, we don't have a supervisor.
I haven't been drinking today
That's
at
okay.
all.
You can totally drink if you want.
I know I
Totally
can,
fine,
but
yeah.
just for
Gotcha.
we're not, or I'm not. My husband has been. There was a phone call to Children's Services today about whether she's working there or not still, and if my husband asked them to make sure that her and her children don't frequent our shoreline. Like the lake is free. We understand. However, for someone they think that my husband is dangerous. That's some of the background, but I can't speak to much of it.
I have 2 words to say. I called back and asked that a mental health worker, who we are very familiar with and have had contact with, to attend. That didn't happen. Number 2, we asked a CAS worker on call to attend as well. So we expect statements from both parties, if you don't mind.
Sorry.
So
It's because of the background that I don't want to get into, because it's a heated situation. They've in general just made my husband out to be an absolute bad guy, but yet they bring their children in kayaks right up along the shoreline while he's fishing out on our dock. Like, he barely even goes out in the boat anymore to go fishing.
So they're
just
on your property, not the water?
they're not
Or
on
they're
our.
kind of just there in the wake?
It's like you can cast out, and we're not, and they're going over top of our line.
Yeah, I can see that could be a problem.
Antagonizing.
There's a,
Yeah.
and there, I mean, there's a whole lake, and it leads in. We've got a creek that leads into another whole lake.
Yeah.
That, and we don't leave the property just to avoid
Yeah.
the problems. Okay? They're gonna make it out like we're crazy. That is their line. Where my husband has mental health issues, blah blah blah. I come from there. Nothing's diagnosed, so I can't say it. I guess it's. But
is he on conditions not to communicate with
he,
them? Is that why?
yeah, he is.
So they're
But
trying to get
they,
him to try
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, that's not.
they came up to our property, like they're still on their on their property, but they came up and engaged. James did.
Is John on conditions not to communicate with you?
Yes, they're witnesses, and we're not to communicate with them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Should not be doing that then.
And my apologies, we don't have a mental health worker working with us tonight. She's a day shift worker. Is it Lainey that you was
I think
speaking
so,
for? Oh, Lainey's
and
awesome.
we
Yeah, she's a
we
day
are
shift, yeah.
very aware. We like the mental health service addiction. We're good with them. They've never caused us any problems. They're always they're good people.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I'm sure my husband would probably like to talk to you, but he is the one that is the focus of all this, so he's a little more emotional about
Would
things.
you like to
And
have a conversation with a crisis worker over the phone? That's about as best as we can do.
What we may do that.
It'll be a call to my dispatch and
Okay.
maybe a call to him directly.
I would like you, when he talks to you, if you want to offer that to him,
Sure.
that's,
Yep. No, it's
and yeah. I know you wanted to say something. Are you sure you still want to talk to them, buddy? It's up to you. So my son is autistic, and the disruption really affects him. And we don't get to do a lot of fun things that we would like to do because of it. And it's difficult. We'll even not use our own dock and stuff when they're down on their dock. So he doesn't get to go swimming, and he loves swimming and stuff to avoid situations. So it affects him greatly, and he said he wanted to talk, but if he's not ready to, then we're good with that
I'm
too.
gonna push the issue.
Nope, me either. That's why
He's upset obviously for 2 reasons, or more than one reason. I should be.
So-
the crisis worker and the CS worker can't be here right now.
Like,
That's out of our hand.
yeah. No, I appreciate that. I'm going to just find out if my husband, get my husband out, and And then, other than that,
I think that door is actually locked. That's why you're
probably. Yeah. Like, the dog is a sweetheart. She's a rescue, but we got her back in February, and she thinks she's a lap dog. And she loves her son, and
People in
not
uniform?
always. And we're not sure about people in uniform because, like we said, she's a rescue, and so.
Yeah, it's best that we just kind of
Yeah.
keep going.
Dog's
Are you-
locked out back.
Okay, are you ready?
JD asked if I would come out. Well, he made a statement to your body cams about what's
Oh,
happening
you
and
want
how
that
he
here?
feels.
Okay. And if you want to talk,
I think it's better if you were in my legal position. Would it be better if I just kept my mouth shut? I made it clear on all the tapes. It's all taped. We don't need to talk again.
I made it clear that they came up to us.
Were you the officer I spoke to?